Okay, let's get right into it. So, Project Hail Mary has been out a while and the movie is about to hit theaters.
It's exciting stuff.
Indeed. But you should have given me an advance copy. By not doing that, you did the whole industry a disservice.
How so?
Well, for starters, I could have mentioned how important it was to cast a lead character instead of a science textbook with a fractured memory.
Oh, come on. He's quirky, wisecracking, nerdy, and a dedicated problem solver.
So, Mark Watney? Premise. Mark Watney's stranded alone in space again. Rinse and repeat much?
Except Project Hail Mary doesn't take place on Mars.
Yeah, instead of Mars and spaceships, it's spaceships only. You cut the number of settings in half.
The flashbacks all occurred on Earth.
I can't stand flashbacks.
Really? Why not?
Because they interrupt the present events.
I guess.
And they draw attention away from the story and towards the narrative structure, which should be invisible.
I never thought of that.
Only the TV show Lost ever did flashbacks effectively, and that was because the flashbacks were character-focused. Project Hail Mary's flashbacks were plot-focused.
I needed to do it that way to lead up to twists and revelations.
Indeed, but it was a cheap way to handle it. And the whole amnesia thing has been cliche for a long time now. The Bourne movies kind of killed it, just so you're aware.
How else does an author withhold twists and surprises until the end?
I don't know, by not being a lazy writer during the novel's outlining stage.
Ouch.
But Project Hail Mary wasn't all bad. Only mostly.
You weren't lying. This is a hardball interview.
My job is to pick things apart. If all you wanted was fluff and praise, should have just read some of your 5-star reviews. There are a few of them.
Fair enough.
But for real, what did you actually like about it?
A couple things made me laugh.
Like what? Like the insane coincidence that the world's #1 expert on the sunlight-stealing astrophage was also one of only a few people who could survive the coma technique that they used on the voyage out to Tau Ceti. I mean, what are the chances? They're almost as insane as the whole concept of evolution. But we'll save that for another time.
It was a necessary plot point.
Clearly. But it made me LOL for a few hours.
What about my meticulously crafted alien?
Rocky? Oh, you shouldn't have brought him up.
Why not?
Okay, I will admit that the whole process of learning to communicate with an alien species was fascinating. But after I got over all the mimicry, arm waving, and thumbs up stuff, I realized that Rocky had a very human personality. What kind of personality, you ask? Well, he's quirky, wisecracking, and nerdy. Remind you of anyone?
Mark Watney.
Bingo! Mark Watney with 8 legs.
What about the plot?
It would be passable if there was one. The concept of a tiny microbe causing mass extinction on Earth was interesting. But beyond that, it was just one problem after another that Mark Watney solved in record, genius-level time. For a science teacher, he was curiously smart.
He had to be. The other 2 members of the crew didn't make it.
Yeah, but desperate need does not make you more intelligent.
Fair enough.
At least with the Martian, he was an astronaut who was trained as a botanist. And astronauts are tough nuts to crack by nature. The new and less improved Mark Watney of Project Hail Mary would not reasonably have been able to handle the things he handled. That was a huge stretch for me.
What about the ending? Was it great or what?
I guess we're changing the definition of great.
Seriously?
If the plot was a smelly belch, the ending was a noxious crop dusting.
For real?
He ends up as a teacher for the younglings of an alien race. Should have just killed him off. The fairy tale ending made me gag.
Tell me how you really feel.
Challenge accepted. I'm honestly shocked you gave it to your publisher. I wouldn't have let my cat read it. I can't even imagine all the hairballs. I was left wishing I had picked up a blank book instead, or spent a couple weeks playing video games with the console turned off. So there you go. That's how I really feel. But that's just me. You're welcome.